Hello and welcome. I hope you're well. I hope the week has been a good one for you, and I hope you're safe in the weather. I thought today we would talk a little bit about the idea of change and recovery, and the idea that where you are now isn't where you'll always be. And that counts for all of us, actually, whether we're well, whether we're thriving, whether we're in the midst of a struggle with food and weight, whether we're partway through the change process of struggle and weight. I think that so many people that I speak with struggle with the idea that, well, this is how it is. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. Or because right now I can't imagine it being different, it isn't going to be any different. And I think that's human nature. We imagine that this is how it is. This is how we think now. So this is how we always think. But I want you to just think a while about when you were a child. What kind of things did you think and believe? Did you actually have to make them different? Did you have to stop liking Peppa Pig as soon as you reached a certain age? Or was there a natural progression of things that felt different, that changed, that you could then say, oh, this is where I am, who knew? We don't always have to make things different. But when we work really hard at trying to change our experience, we get focused on that experience and we think, well, this is it. And this isn't where I want to be. And so this isn't recovery, or this isn't how I want life to be. But let's remember, it's like taking a snapshot of time. Our thoughts and our feelings and our experiences are always changing. Now, I'm not saying we don't have to do anything any of the time. We will always change. Sometimes, guided by our values, guided by what feels rich and meaningful in life to us, we will make changes according to those things, and we will actively make those changes. And that's valid, and it's important that we have some kind of say in our life. But actually, when we try really hard to either resist or push change, we struggle because of that hard work that we're putting into resist or push. And actually, I think what's really important is to remember, this may feel like a rubbish part of recovery. And why have I done this if this feels so awful? But this is where you are right now. This isn't how it'll always look. This isn't how it'll always feel. This is just right now. And I wonder what it might be like if you could be open to, okay, I wonder what next week will be like. I wonder what next year will be like. Rather than, well, if this is going to be like what it's like, there's no point. Because we can't know. I can't know. I can't know what my life's going to be like, what any changes will be like. I can't know what changes in your life will be like. So I'm not sitting here saying, well, keep going because everything will be amazing. I can't do that because I don't know. What I can do is say, even if right now feels like it's not where you want to be, that doesn't mean to say you're getting it wrong or doing it wrong somehow. It's just that right now isn't where you want to be. And let's look at those values. Let's look at the goals that you might have, how you want life to be. Let's think about what's important to you, what's meaningful for you. Let's let that drive and think, okay, if that's what I want, what can I do right now? And that's where the now is so important, because it's where we can start to take action to create what we hope for in the future. Now, of course, we can't guarantee the future. But what we can do by living by our values, by living by what's important to us, we can live a life that's led by values, even if we never quite reach certain goals. The journey is just as important as the destination. I know that sounds like a bit of a kind of, yeah, that's a throwaway comment. But actually, if we enjoy the journey, even if we slightly change the destination, then perhaps that's where it's at. So let's look at the journey. Let's look at, actually, we're not at a destination at any point. We're just on this journey. We might not like this station very much. We might not like the scenery. We might not like what's around us. But remember, we're on that train that's constantly moving. So we've not got on the wrong train. It's just that the train's going through some tricky scenery. It's stopped at a bit of an ugly station. But what do you need to get through that tricky scenery? Where do you need to focus your attention? So it doesn't have to be on everything that feels tricky or unpleasant. So just a little reminder today that where you are is just where you are right now. It's not who you are. It's not where you'll be for forever. It's just where you are right now. What do you need in this moment to help you through? Take care, everybody, and stay safe. Bye-bye.